you have followers?
I have like, I don't know, 20 something.
Oh, let's go. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Were you just streaming?
Yeah, I just got done streaming not too long ago.
What do you talk to your followers, or are they
Yeah,
commenting?
I usually don't get a lot in my chat though. It's nice to get a couple.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
think I've had like an all-time high of 3 people in my chat at once.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I usually get somebody new like when somebody starts chatting.
Mm-hmm.
It's usually nice. I've never had a bad interaction other than that one guy that came in spamming the N-word.
And he's just like really.
I mean, you can just
you're like,
ban
bro, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was just a bot.
Yeah.
A lot of that.
Why are there so many bots, bro?
Why? Because it's easy. Some people do it to get in. Like, there are like 3 reasons: to annoy, for clout, for self-promotion.
Yeah.
Or sometimes you can actually sub-bot.
Why would anyone waste their time making bots though?
Well, there's actually programs you can like pay some money for, and they'll do it automatically.
For views?
Yeah, for views, for money, or like to get your name out there. Hell, a lot of popular rappers. I can't remember who it was, but he started on SoundCloud and he bought a program that will make bots for him that'll like his that liked his music,
and so everybody saw it.
Yeah, and a lot of people ended up seeing it, and eventually he actually, I can't remember who it was.
Dude, that's
genius.
He was
a guy that it's not respected.
It's not respected at all. That's like lip syncing.
It's not really lip syncing because it's not like
they're
faking.
Know what I mean.
They're not faking their music. They're faking their viewers. They are not real people. And a lot of people do this on like Twitter and Instagram.
They'll what?
They'll buy a ton of bots to make fake comments or like just like the posts. And you can usually tell when a post has like 36,000 likes and like 5 comments. It's like something's not adding up here.
Yeah, for real. And what do they all comment? Oh, what are the 5 comments?
It's like, oh, wow, this is cool. You look great. Something like that. It depends on who it is and what they're about.
Do you have social handles?
No, I don't really care for social media all that much.
Twitch, though.
Yeah, well, Twitch is a little bit different because I'm actually doing something and I'm
no,
with
that's
the community.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying that. I agree with. I gotta be on Twitch. Should I stream this on Twitch instead?
I don't know how well podcasts do on Twitch. I know people podcast on Twitch.
Yeah.
But it's usually people that are like already kind of familiar with it.
Yeah. Dude, where do you want to visit someday?
If I got to visit any countries, I'd love to visit Japan.
Oh, we were just talking about Japan in the last pod.
Yeah.
Dude, cool. Anyways, yeah.
Or I don't know, definitely Europe. I've never been to Europe, but I've been to Mexico. I've been to
Cancun?
Yeah, Cancun, Mexico. That was really fun. I rode on a dolphin.
Oh, that's sweet, dude.
Yeah, it was really cool. They were trained dolphins and everything.
Yep. Hell yeah, buddy. Dude, Mexico's cool. I just went there a couple months ago. So different. Dude.
Did you go there during your winter break?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Where'd you go in Mexico?
Cancun.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, a little bit south of Cancun. Playa del Carmen, actually.
Did you stay at a hotel?
Yeah.
Which one did you stay at?
Hard Rock.
I stayed at the Iberostar Resort.
Ooh.
Yeah, so the only reason we got to go on a trip like that is because somebody on my mom's side had passed away, and she left us money for a trip because she had known we never got to go on a family vacation.
Yeah.
It was really sad, honestly.
But it was a good trip.
It was a great trip. Damn, I wish I was older because I would have been able to experience more.
Yeah.
Because I was in like 7th grade when we did that.
But it was still lit.
Oh, it was great.
Yeah, definitely.
They had like these weird. I think they were a relative of the lemur or something.
Oh yeah, they're I saw one of those monkeys down there too.
Oh yeah, there were also a big ass iguana.
Oh
yeah. So we were going to like the place that had the trained dolphins, and in their parking lot there was just this gigantic iguana just chilling.
That's awesome, dude.
I don't have the pictures.
There's a lot of nature in Mexico.
Well, there's a lot of nature everywhere. It's just the reason it's cool to us is because we don't see a lot of that kind of nature because we're used to Maine nature.
Yeah.
Which is, I don't know, colder.
I think there's still a lot of nature. We have small lizards. We have teeny lizards that are like never here.
Well, yeah, because
salamanders.
Because half the when they are not preparing for winter, they are in winter.
True.
That's worse than me.
What do you mean?
That's pretty. I just like to hang out in my room a lot.
There you go, buddy. Dude, what's your favorite video game ever growing up?
Growing up, I don't know. You see, I'm trying to think because I have a lot of favorites, but as a kid, I probably shouldn't have played it, but it was God of War
Oh yeah,
on the PS3. Oh, that game is so much fun.
I never played it. What's it about?
So you play as it takes place in I think originally Greek mythology. You play as Kratos.
Kratos. It's
Kratos.
the
Kratos.
it's the god though, right?
No, he is not a god. He is a demigod in traditional Greek.
Mm-hmm.
And in this
Kronos. I was thinking
Kronos
of
is the guy, the other guy.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah.
So what he does is, so he made a deal with the current god of war, who was Ares.
Yep.
He gave him the power to take down any army, and he eventually killed his own wife and child by accident because Ares made him see them as
That's right.
random, just random enemies. And then some witch took the ashes of his family because their bodies were burned and permanently stuck them to his skin, so his skin turned a pale white.
Right.
And so he went on a journey to kill Ares.
Oh, and that's what the whole thing's about. It's like a movie.
Yeah, it's a video game.
Have you ever played Uncharted?
Yes, I played the first one, and
Me
I barely
too.
remember it just because it's been a long time.
I think I only played the first one too. But either way, same thing. It's like you have to pass the levels. I never really did a video game like that. It's kind of like a movie where you got to beat the final boss.
I mean, yeah, that's like most video games.
Yeah, I've always played like sports video games though.
Oh,
so
okay, that
it's
kind of
kind of
explains
different.
it.
Yeah. But,
I play a lot of story-driven video games.
Yeah, which that is cool too. Dude, the story's half of it.
Yeah, that's what I like about a game. If it can tell a great story. And then like one of my newer favorite games that I played when I was a little bit when I was younger, I didn't have it, but one of my friends did, was Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance. That game has had such a big resurgence recently.
Yeah.
Such a fun game. Such a over
Dude,
the
have you
top
ever
game.
thought about making video games?
God, no.
No. Why?
No. It's way over my head.
Dude, it seems easy.
Like here's the thing. I've never
what is it? Programming
is
Java.
not easy. Java is much different than any other else. And saying it's easy, that is, I don't know, that's very disrespectful to say, I'm not gonna lie. Because programmers spend hundreds of hours getting colors right.
Yeah, true.
Lighting alone, it's a very difficult thing.
I'm not saying it's easy to make like Red Dead Redemption, but it's like easy to get into. It's easy to learn because it's something you love.
Well, yeah, and I mean, a lot of people get out there on Steam pretty easily because you can just put in like if you're new to game creation, a lot of people do that on Steam. They'll make the game free or cheap. You just buy it, see how it goes.
How to make a video game?
No, like they post their early development.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, actually, a good example of that is a guy named Scott Cawthon.
Mm-hmm.
He made the Five Nights at Freddy's series very popular, and he had a lot of like very mid games that nobody knew of before. But the game that was big, the first Five Nights at Freddy's, was a huge hit.
Yeah,
you know what that's about, right?
It's a murder thing, right?
I mean, I think that's like the overall
Give me
plot.
the rundown. I never played it.
So the first game, there was like really no semblance of plot. You really had to pick apart the game because there's no told story.
Mm-hmm.
So you're just a night guard working at this pizzeria at night. You have to work from midnight to 6. Your whole goal is to survive in your little room without getting attacked by the animatronics, which are possessed by spirits. And at 6 o'clock, you get to leave. You have to survive 5 nights, and then you get fired or something. Yeah. Well, on the pink slip, it says that you tampered with the animatronics, so the theory is that you destroyed them.
Oh yeah.
And the plot is like nobody knows the full plot. The games are still coming out.
Right.
I do know that they had one game called Pizzeria Simulator, where that one was way more plot driven.
It's an iPhone game, right?
I think some of them are on iPhone. Most of them you just get on PC.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and the newest one you can't even play on a phone.
Yeah,
because it is a full 3D
game.
World thing. It's open world.
Oh wow, those are the funnest games.
I'm a big fan.
GTA.
Of open world. Yeah.
Is that GTA is open world?
It's open world.
Yeah. Wow, dude, that is game changer. When you can just go be yourself and GTA is like the most just life.
GTA is a really fun game. My only issue with it is the online mode's really hard to play.
It's hard to play?
Well,
Is it just all the people, just a bunch of random people?
well, yeah, you have to play with a bunch of random people. You cannot do everything in a private lobby. Like there are some missions restricted to you. It is very hard to make good money in the game. You have to put hundreds of hours to get the
Waste of
base.
time.
That's the issue. Yeah, the game really encourages in-game purchases. I don't really like that.
Mm-hmm.
I like something that's pretty achievable within easy means, or not easy, but I don't know,
Semi-easy, doable.
doable. Like it, I don't want to fucking grind for 2 vehicles that have a combined cost of $10 million when their in real life cost isn't even that.
Yeah. True, dude. I feel that. Dude, going back to Japan, what made you interested in Japan?
Well, I'm a big anime fan, so
the art there is so good.
yeah, I'm a big fan. Yeah, I'm not sure how you're not a big TV guy. I know that.
Have you ever seen that picture of the wave? The Japanese artist. It's like the most famous.
Oh yeah, like the old from ancient Japan literature. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Dude, that is such a cool. That type of art is so cool.
That's used a lot in anime too.
Yeah, it is. I think it's like the start of like a cartoon. Like art before that was all like really like real, but like Japanese art is like just like so different, and it seems like ahead of its time.
I'd say their traditional art is. The thing is with anime, it takes on a
traditional art. Yeah. Well, yeah, anime can be any type of art.
Yeah, and anime is a very stylized thing. Depending on the style, it can really change the atmosphere.
Mm-hmm.
And anime takes a lot of inspiration from Japanese culture.
Yeah, definitely.
Like you see it a lot.
No, I
like from what the characters wear, from how they act.
Well, Japan used to be like all of Korea and like the coast of China and a ton, right? It used to be before the World War II.
No, I think they were just their island.
No, let's look it up. Territory of Japan before World War II.
Maybe I can't remember.
But I wonder how like they view the war. You know what I mean? Like other countries, like Russia. Like Russia must think they beat the Nazis, which is fair to think for them.
There it is. Yeah, I guess they did have more of the coast. Wow.
Yeah, kind of cool, right? Like, wow, that's all the way down to New Guinea, all the Philippines.
Yeah. Well, the thing is with so as you know, in American culture, something like a swastika is very offensive.
Oh yeah.
But in pretty much every Asian country, it's not seen like that.
It's seen as peace.
Yeah, it's a symbol of strength as well.
Yeah, there's
a great example of this. If you look up, so there's a famous anime called Bleach.
Yeah.
And the symbol for Bankai is the swastika, but in its correct position or something like that.
Oh, like straight up.
But it's meant to be a symbol for strength in the show because that's pretty much what it stands for.
But it's weird now. It's ruined.
Like, coming from an outsider's perspective, see, again, this is like and they do change it sometimes when going into an American thing.
Yeah.
And same with Germany. They change anything like that just because they don't want it associated and they know it will be if it is in their country.
Obviously. And also, I mean, man, the Titanic, there's a guy that lost a handkerchief with a big swastika on it. And I was at a museum and I was looking at it like, this is weird. I know it's coming from Europe, the Titanic was, but this is 1912. This is far before World War I.
I believe it's like Buddhism beliefs or something.
I think it is.
Yeah, because that's what Japan. That's like their main thing.
The original
Buddhist symbol of peace.
Yeah.
And power.
No, it's cool that you rub the Buddhist belly for luck. I love that. Have you ever seen a little Buddhist?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I want to get one of these for this show.
Yeah, I think my mom used to have one.
It's cool. I think it's cool.
And yeah. That's pretty. What I like about the Buddhist belief is it's very open because it's not about worshiping Buddha. It is about worshiping anything that you think will bring you enlightenment.
Yeah,
it is all about seeking enlightenment.
Definitely,
which is cool because it's better than most religions, which are very no. If you don't like this, you're out.
Yeah, I mean, I think every religion has its problems.
Like,
there's not a single religion that's perfect, and that's what makes it good. And that's what makes it good that everyone has their own religion because it's like. Dude, what the fuck was Hitler thinking? World power? Everyone has one religion. That's what Christianity came close to doing, and that's terrible.
They tried to, yeah.
But there's a lot of people who are A lot of the world is heavily Christian.
I think it's like 74%.
Of the world?
I'd have to look it up again, but
Let's look it up.
it's
now.
definitely different because way more people are either, I don't know. I know most people I know aren't or very like, I don't know, skeptical about it.
Yeah, I wonder why it connected to so many people. Probably because a bunch of
Well, like 60 years ago, everyone pretty much was religious.
yeah, it's true.
And now you can. Well, I mean, we live in a society where we can now be more open with that.
And just, I think the people are still very religious.
I'm a very like realist person. If something doesn't make any goddamn sense, I'm not gonna believe it.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I'm the same way. But
I
I definitely
don't believe in ghosts.
You don't believe in ghosts?
No, they just
you
they
can't. Maybe it's something that the brain tricks you into seeing.
Well, the brain does trick you into seeing things out of the corner of your eye a lot. Because like your brain's always in a danger sense mode, even if it's relaxed, it's got to it prepares your body for danger.
Yeah.
So like sometimes it'll see something dangerous out of the corner of, or think it's seeing something dangerous or scary out of the corner of your eye.
Yeah.
And it doesn't help that every like major, I don't know, TV show or YouTube thing where they do ghost stuff, it's all fake. Ghost Adventures is the fakest show I've
ever seen.
Hunter thought it was real for the longest time. It's like they have porn level acting.
Terrible.
It's
absolutely terrible.
It's so bad. Their acting sucks.
All right. Christianity, 2.3 billion.
So
that's 8 billion in the world.
Yeah, so I guess it's much. Okay, it's less than it was when I was.
Islam, 1.8.
Yep, makes sense. It's a very big religion.
Unaffiliated, 1.2. And Hinduism, 1.1 billion.
Damn, atheist, or I guess no, undecided.
Buddhism, 500 million. Folk religions, I don't even know what that means.
That's like Norse.
Norse?
I believe that's like Norse.
400 million. That's right under Buddhism. No,
Yeah.
Dude, there isn't even 400 million people in Scandinavia.
Well, yeah, but a lot of people believe it around the world, and I think it does have to revolve around this.
And I bet that's like Native Americans too.
Yeah, I think that would also count as theirs.
Right. Other religions, 100 million, so maybe that too. And Judaism,
yeah, the Jewish belief.
10 million.
Really?
That doesn't make sense, dude.
Are there that few believers in that now? I mean, to be fair, they're pretty much watered down Christianity. That's a joke. I really don't know. The only thing
I don't know shit about religion, but I do know that Jews and Christians just like believe in the same thing, except for like Jesus. Like,
I mean, Jesus
like
was
a little
Jew.
different. Yeah, Jesus was Jewish,
and Jewish don't believe in. I don't think they believe in hell.
They don't.
I don't
is that the difference? I'm like
I don't think they have a hell.
Yeah.
All I know is that like God was a piece of shit.
in Judaism?
No, in both. I don't know about in Judaism. I don't know if they have the same God.
Yeah, dude, that is one thing. We were talking about the story of the candle, the 8 days.
Yeah.
How they had only had a little bit of oil and it lasted for 8 days.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I wish you could go back and write those stories. Not rewrite them because like they're perfect the way they are, but like there's so much that is a metaphor for life in that. You know what I mean? There's just a little bit left in the tank. You have to go 8 days, and it lasts 8 days, and then it's finally over. You know?
Oh yeah, I guess that makes sense.
I don't know. There's probably way more hidden behind it, but I'm just an idiot.
Yeah. Well, with me, I think like a lot of biblical stories are based off possible events and people, but they're not exactly truthful. They're just exaggerated.
Yeah, definitely.
Like I could believe a man named Jesus existed and that maybe he inspired people. Do I think he came back after 3 days of being killed? No.
Yeah. After being, what was it? Thorns in the head.
Yeah, it was like he had a thorn crown, I believe.
And he got stabbed twice.
Stabbed, nailed to a cross.
Yep.
And did you know, I hate this whenever movies do it, ever since I found it out, an upside down cross is not a devil worshipping symbol.
What is it?
So there was in the Bible, apparently, there was a man who didn't want to be crucified the same way as Jesus because he didn't feel like he was worthy to. So he wanted to be
upside down?
Upside down because he didn't feel worthy enough.
Dude, well, that would just be
He felt like he wasn't good enough to
That'd
be.
be bizarre.
It is a weird story, but apparently that's what it truly is. But because of like
Would he
Marnight,
be up like this, like his hands like
no, just like
this,
same way,
but
just upside down, which would be miserable.
True. Wait, did they even like kill him, or would they just let him like rot?
I think they just let you die.
Damn.
But
dude.
you'd probably bleed out because I think
Yeah.
they put the nails in the wrist.
You want to know your crazy shit they used to do in Russia? Stalin used to, with his like the people that he captured or slaved or whatever, how they killed people was they would take a sharp like log, put it up your ass.
Yeah, and then it would split you down the middle slowly
over like a week.
Apparently
That's
started
terrible, dude.
Apparently that started in feudal China or something
That's
like that.
fucking. Oh, you're probably right. That is terrifying, dude.
I think that
even thinking about that, my asshole just clenched. I was like, oh goddamn, boy,
dude. Dude, ancient torture methods were
fucked, man. They didn't give a fuck. What is wrong with people?
Again, though, it was kind of we were still in a primitive mindset.
What was with like the guillotine? And sometimes that shit didn't even work.
Yeah, because it was it was a blade that relied on the force of gravity and like being sharp enough.
Dude, what would they still kill him if you like?
Yeah, they would. They had a guy that would finish the beheading if it didn't work.
I know, but you'd be like, look up, like, oh damn, dude, this shit didn't even work. Is that a failure?
I mean, yeah, it'd be considered a failure, but again, that's why they had a guy ready with an axe.
People were fucked up. The whole town would come and see that shit.
Yeah, because like people wanted to know who it was, maybe why.
Yeah, you stole some bread, off with the head.
Yeah, honestly, that's probably what people would get.
But yeah, keeping food. Like,
I mean,
they used to have like rations. Be like, oh, your taxes.
I mean, I think
99% of your crop.
Bro,
1% you can keep.
I still think being hanged is one of the worst ways to die. You have so much time.
Or no, drowning.
Drowning is worse, but they didn't. Most places didn't do it as much just because they had to clean a body out of the river after.
Salem.
No, Salem they would throw them in the water, and if they floated, they were witches. If they drowned, they were
exactly. That's what I'm saying.
It's just oh man,
they drowned. They weren't.
That reminds me of have you seen Monty Python and the Holy Grail?
Yeah, when he's like,
the witches are made of wood, so if the witch floats, she's made of wood, and that would mean she's a witch. And if
she's a rock, and they're like, are ducks rocks? They say something like that.
What else floats? A duck.
Classic, dude. That movie is so funny.
It still holds up.
It does, dude. Some timeless movies are like that. Some movies and shows are just timeless. Have you ever seen The Office?
Yeah, that show definitely holds up now.
Timeless.
Friends, I'd say it still has good relevancy.
I've never seen Friends.
It's good. I do think a lot of people over exaggerate its greatness.
I think we're just probably wrong generation.
It has its great moments, but it's just most of the time it's just laugh track laughter.
I hate canned laughter. I cannot. I will not.
Here's the thing. It works if the comedy works. Friends, most of their comedy, it was good. It didn't make me roll my eyes, but fucking one show, Molly and Mike, worst fucking show. I hated it.
Canned laughter.
Canned laughter.
Oh, it ruins it for me. I'm like, because I don't usually laugh at like 99% of jokes. But if something like makes me laugh on a movie, I'm gonna laugh out loud. I don't need someone to be reminding me.
Did you know that they will force the audience to laugh? They try to like pay them off to laugh.
What do you mean? There's an audience?
You should watch live studio audience. That's actually what they do for a lot of shows to get those laughters. That's not just like
that is weird.
There a guy named Ted Nivison made a good video about it because he went to one of these. He when he was in film school. So he was like, oh yeah, when I was in film school, I had a chance to go be a part of this live studio audience for a new TV show.
Yeah.
And I went there. Nothing was funny. Nothing made me laugh. But they put you in 3 categories. They will focus on the people that laugh the most or laugh when it's appropriate. Or they will ignore you if you don't laugh at all. And like, because they would base it off, they would give you rewards if you laughed. They were giving out gift cards, money.
Yeah.
And like
so like people were just like forcing it.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, not even a funny part.
It's just not exactly. When something's not
ruins
funny,
it ruins it.
Instead of like trying to get this fake laughter, just try to make something funny. We don't need
sometimes I'll hear like in the canned laughter like one in particular person that's there, because that does make sense when I'm like, oh, that's annoying, canned laughter. But now I'm like, oh, they can't just use the same button over and over and over.
No, because it'd be too obvious.
Yeah. And there's like one laugh that's always like,
Yeah,
I was
exactly.
like, oh my God, what?
Yeah, exactly.
How I
And
Met Your Mother has a lot of that.
what?
Of
Oh,
just,
How I Met Your Mother. Okay.
yeah. No, that wasn't a
Yeah, no, I
bar.
was like really confused. Like,
Oh.
what did you say about my mother?
What about your mom? No, anyways.
Yeah. It's just so many shows. It just doesn't make sense to me. Like, how about you make us laugh? You don't see a comedian using a laugh track.
True.
Then again, I think most comedians are fucking boring.
You do?
Oh my God. I will go through it. I've gone through entire comedy shows, laughed like 3 times, and just bored.
Which ones? You're not seeing the right comedians.
Half the ones you and Hunter show me, or not, well, pretty much all
On
of them.
TV, that's way different than being in person. But I do agree.
It's like,
I do agree. It's hard to fall in love with a comedian through a TV screen compared to
I don't know.
being like there and
Like
him on stage.
I've been to a live comedian before. Back when I was in high school. He had some funny ones, but again, so many of his were boring.
Yeah.
He did the one funniest part, and this is like still like it was an amazing joke. It was set up really well.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, imagine if, yeah, it's a good thing that they didn't hire me for the movie Taken. Yeah, because they would have been, when they called like, we have your family, I would have been like, oh, that's great. We have 3 more kids here, you know. I can pull up I have a family van, you know, you can take that. It'll be fully fueled up. You can just head out. If you need some gas money, I'll spot you. Yeah.
His family's in the crowd, like, ha, ha, ha,
no,
ha,
everyone
ha.
was laughing at
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
That was actually a good joke. But
That
again,
is
a lot of his other
hilarious.
jokes were just so boring.
It's hard to do, dude.
It is.
Get up on a stage and just talk for a
Yeah.
long time.
Like, I don't know. It just doesn't feel natural half the time.
I feel that.
I'm good with natural I find natural comedy great. Something that just doesn't feel forced.
True. Just a normal, funny person.
And
a
like-
naturally funny person. That's hard to find, though.
Yeah, and I hate it when comedians just rely off them being loud and people liking their loud voice to be
Yeah.
funny. It's like,
Yeah, I hate that too. Dude, things get old in comedy. Like, you always have to be evolving your style if you want to stay funny.
exactly. It's hard, especially because it's hard not to accidentally be offensive.
Yeah, dude, especially with
Although
that.
there are so many
If your
people-
job is literally just to be roasting people, like, that's hard to not offend someone.
there are a couple of YouTubers I watch who are uncancelable.
Yeah, dude, there's a lot of
because-
people
no,
who are
because, like,
uncancelable.
they make these jokes, but they do it in a perfect way where they don't come off as like,
douchey.
yeah.
Yeah.
One is J Shat, Blarg, and Vanos Gaming.
Hilarious.
Yeah, it definitely varies from like how much they do it. Like Vanos makes a couple of very edgy jokes, but they land and they
Yeah.
don't come off as offensive. Same with Blarg. He makes a lot of very close to racist jokes, and they are hilarious. And some of it is random, but here's an example of how random can be funny. I'm not a big fan of random equals funny, but it can be.
Yeah. Have you seen Eric Andre?
I've seen a little bit of his show.
He's mad random. He's
Dude, I watched. Okay, so Adult Swim, you know, the
Yeah.
network it's on. They did an April Fool's thing. Holy shit, that was the creepiest shit ever.
What was it?
Oh my God! After this, look it up. So what they did?
Explain it.
Oh yeah, what they did is they just I don't know. I think Adult Swim's having a show come out soon or something.
Yeah.
Like a creepy animated show because they make a lot of those.
Mm.
And it's like the whole joke is it's affecting TV. Like the characters were going through different shows on
Yeah.
Adult Swim, and it was like getting infected by this weird black stuff. And when it got to Eric Andre, it was just like his eyes disappeared for no reason. Weird noises were being made.
That's hilarious, dude.
So fucking creepy. It was great though.
Yeah. Comedy Central hits.
I hate Comedy Central.
Not Comedy Central. I mean, what were you saying?
Adult Swim.
Adult Swim. Yeah.
They have a lot of bangers on their stuff. Like Rick and Morty's
Yeah,
first
Rick and
couple
Morty's
of
funny, dude.
I don't know, last season was okay.
I didn't see it.
It's okay. I thought it was a little boring. It's hard to keep those shows fresh.
Yeah, it's hard to keep any show fresh. The first like 3 seasons of all the shows
Well, here's the thing.
are where you want to be.
This
in
is
the
like
first 3 seasons.
this is one reason why I prefer things like Marvel movies and anime and TV that are based off something that already exists. Because a lot of people that make TV shows aren't always the best storytellers.
True.
But there are great examples of like non-book series being great. Like Adventure Time and Regular Show are some of the best shows that were on Cartoon Network, and they were great. Adventure Time was an amazing story.
That's a hot take.
What do you mean? Adventure Time is super popular.
Dude, hit that hot take button.
That is not a hot take. Adventure Time and Regular Show are some of the best shows on Cartoon.
No, they are, dude. Regular Show owned everyone's childhood.
It was supposed to be on Adult Swim.
It was.
I think it was held back by being on Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
Apparently they made like a version of it that was like it was just the characters were human. It was made by the same person, just on Adult Swim apparently. Or no, it was on Hulu.
Yeah. Oh, Hulu, dude. Yeah, no, that's where I've seen it. Hulu has all the best shows.
Who has good shows? You know, Netflix trying to do
games. They're trying to do games by the end of the year.
Doesn't surprise me. Netflix already has that.
No, yeah, Netflix. They already have it?
They have some games on Netflix.
How?
You just use the remote.
Like left, right?
Yeah, they're very minor games.
Who cares? That's
yeah, I'm not gonna play those. I have my own good games to play.
Yeah. I have chess. I have a chessboard.
I'm good. I have video game. I have a fucking $2,000 PC.
There you go, buddy. Yo, we're gonna wrap it up here, Jackson. Dude, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Yeah, no problem, man.
This guy's coming back on it. Jackson Ledoux.
Yeah.
So glad to have you on. Roommates in Orchard Trails here, 2021. Say hi to our folks at home.
Hi, folks at home.
Yeah, rock on. Is your mom gonna watch this?
Probably not.
Damn. Shout out my mom. Shout out your mom too. I mean,
yeah, shout out my mom. Thank you, Mom.
Yeah, tell her to watch it. I mean, this guy over here, we're A1 since day one. All right, people. Peace out.
Peace.
Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.